Hello everyone, and welcome back to our derivatives course. In our last lecture, we covered the calendar spread using call options, a strategy that thrives on stability and time decay. We'll explore its closely related counterpart, the calendar spread using put options. We'll review how the calendar spread using put options strategy works, why traders use it, and how volatility and time play powerful roles in its performance. A calendar spread using put options, also known as a put time spread, is built using two put options with the same strike price but different expiration dates. You sell the short-term put and buy a longer-term put at the same strike. Calendar spread using put options. Strategy produces a net debit because long-term options cost more than short-term ones. Like the call version, this spread profits from time decay and from changes in implied volatility rather than from directional price movement. Let's walk through how the strategy is constructed. Step 1. Sell a near-term put option, for example, one expiring in 30 days. Step 2. Buy a longer-term put option with the same strike price expiring in 60 days. The short-term put decays more quickly, which is what you benefit from. You want the underlying price to remain close to the strike so the short put loses value quickly while the long put retains its value. The payoff at the short put's expiration depends heavily on the stock's price at that moment. If the stock stays close to the strike, the short put expires near worthless, while the longer-term put still has significant time value. This is where the strategy profits. If the stock rises far above the strike, both options lose value, and the spread will likely show a small loss. If the stock falls too far below the strike, the short-term put gains value rapidly, reducing or eliminating profit. So, the sweet spot is when the stock price sits right near the strike price at the short option's expiration. Your maximum loss is the initial debit. Maximum profit occurs when the stock stays near the strike. Let's look at a numerical example. Assume the stock trades at $100. You buy a 60-day $100 strike put for $6. You sell a 30-day $100 strike put for $3.50. Your net cost is $2.50. If the stock is near $100 when the short put expires, the short-term put decays quickly while the long put still has meaningful time value. If the stock rises to $110 or falls to $90, the spread likely loses value because the long put cannot fully offset gains or losses from the short put. Your best outcome is around the strike. Your worst outcome is limited to your net debit of $2.50. If we plotted the strategy, the graph would show a bell-shaped curve centered on the strike price. Maximum profit appears when the underlying price finishes near the strike. Losses appear when the price moves too far above or below the strike. This peak in the middle makes the calendar spread a volatility and time-based strategy rather than a directional one. So, when should you use a put calendar spread? This strategy is ideal when you expect the stock to remain around the strike price in the short term. It also benefits from rising implied volatility because the long-term option is more sensitive to volatility than the short-term option. From a Greek's perspective, delta is near zero, making this a neutral strategy. Theta is positive. You benefit as time decays. Vega is positive. Rising volatility improves the position. Traders often choose put calendars when they anticipate a stable market in the short term but uncertain or volatile conditions later. In summary, the calendar spread using put options is a limited risk, limited reward strategy ideal for traders expecting stability and increasing volatility. It is constructed using a long-term put and a short-term put at the same strike price. The strategy performs best when the underlying price stays close to the strike as the short put expires. This concludes our discussion about the calendar spread using put options strategy. See you at the next lecture.